Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. We are off to the cabin once again, and we are taking the blade. Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Haven't decided yet. Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor.
Oh, you've
Too
been down
long.
here. Not like deal. You can't trust her. Talked enough.
Oh.
Let us slay.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your...
Finish
You
your
and the
job.
princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You...
And we are back on Adversary.
A warning.
Proceed. Alright, I am going to actually quick save here, and we are gonna go... We're actually gonna double up on Adversary here. Kinda double up on Adversary. We're gonna enter unarmed,
No knife
initially.
this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win. As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase. Her fierce voice
Is that another challenge?
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Good. So, as much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to you. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the...
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't but no little knife this time, huh? Ugh, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Attacker unarmed.
Guess we'll have to see how this goes. Your hands empty, you charge the princess. Quit the pessimism, will you? Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her. No, look, I'm rooting for you, I really am. I'm just doing my best to keep my expectations grounded. You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon. We'll be fine. Just watch. You attack, fists raised, and the two of you fall into combat. Your clawed fingers tear into her flesh, and her fists and elbows return the blows in kind, bruises blossoming in her wake, and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
Not bad. You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off. Yeah. You're right.
But without that knife, you'll never be enough.
Her knee connects with your sternum with a loud, violent crack. The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath, you can feel something flooding in to fill the space. Hot blood, suffocating you from the inside.
You have to want to kill me. Like this.
You don't so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow. Everything goes dark, and you die. Are you serious? That's it? That's it. Like hell it is. We're not giving up that easy. Now get up. Didn't you hear me? You're dead. There's no getting up from that.
Get up.
Wait, no, that's not right. You're not dead anymore. Yes. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. You're alive. The princess takes a step back and looks down at her pulp-covered fists.
I could have sworn I killed you. That's your face splattered on the walls and dripping from my hands.
Oh, my face, you're joking, right? You're exaggerating, you still have your... Touch your face.
You don't. I don't even know how you're talking to me.
You raise your hands and touch the front of your head. She's not wrong.
What? What did she do? What are we missing? Who cares if we're missing our face? We can fight just fine without one.
Attack.
The two of you clash once more. It's not as one-sided as I feared, but it's still a far cry from what I'd hoped. Her injuries, though numerous, pale in comparison to yours, and the wounds you've inflicted upon her barely seem to have slowed her down. As much as you're trying to ignore it, adrenaline pushing you far past your limits, every movement burns.
This is getting boring. Are you even trying to keep up with me?
She lands another devastating, no, lethal blow. Everything goes dark, again. And you die, again.
You know what I'm going to say.
That we're not dead?
Yeah, that we're not dead.
Come on, get up. If we can just keep going, we're bound to wear her down eventually. Are you sure she can't do what we're doing right now?
There's only one way to find out.
Get up.
Once more, you push yourself back to your mangled feet.
How are you still moving? How are you still doing anything? Bodies aren't supposed to look like that.
An uncharacteristic terror seems to grip her voice.
Have we ever seen her afraid before?
No, we haven't.
This is how we win. We can do this forever.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. I don't like looking at you like this. You're all twitching and wrong.
I'd like to see her try. We're invincible.
Her fist flies towards where your face used to be, your twisted body incapable of moving out of the way. And then you see nothing.
Everything goes dark and we die?
Yes, something like that. Well, don't you have something to say?
Yeah, I quit.
I didn't hear no bell. Fire your foe
You're
unarmed
on a
and go the
path in the
distance.
woods, and at the end of that path,
I'm actually curious.
Right. Change of plans.
Oh.
We're taking the blade this time.
Slightly different.
Now why would we ever do that?
That we've done
Because she
here before.
absolutely destroyed us? She sure did, but what a great way to go. We lost our face. Yes, it was hilarious. It was horrifying.
does it matter? We lost.
Oh, why so glum, Rage Boy? I thought you were brave. I thought you were proud. Was all that bravado just hot air?
Look, it was just... The fight was better the first time, and the first time we had a weapon. Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
I mean, you told us it's very different past the last one.
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted.
So you knew this could happen? You knew we'd be able to restart like this?
I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me.
That's not really an answer.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Save yourself you know more than you're letting on. Let's go to the cabin.
Good, we're all on the same page.
It
isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
That's it? No final words of advice?
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible.
I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it?
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We'll need it if we want to do things right.
I say we leave it to rust.
Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take it.
I guess approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. But you must, because it's right there in front of you.
All we see is a damn mirror.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Wipe what clean? The door? The mirror. What are you talking about? You're standing in front of a door. Whatever non-door thing you think you're looking at, it isn't real. Because if it were,
Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent.
we won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you have... You read as if on command, it slowly slides open.
I don't know which one actually
scraping
chose.
again.
Eh,
Why am
I think I
not
hit
surprised?
smash.
You step forward
I don't think it matters.
into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned. Do you intend to weakly claw your fingers across my skin? Or have you finally decided to try and kill me properly? I think you'll find it won't be so simple. I've changed. The way your flesh felt grinding beneath my fist, it woke something in me. That wasn't a fight. It was something worse. I'm something worse now. Why don't you come down and see what you've made of me?
Do you hear that?
Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
And
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction.
That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
We don't even have a weapon.
It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Fight back.
Still unarmed, you charge towards the princess.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
So you're worried you not die by her hand, or were you ever... Alright, so at this point we're just gonna load, because I don't actually want to get a Fury ending. And we are going to take the blade and enter. Alright. Well, let's quick save it again. And...
Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Oh, my auto's off.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count all right.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard.
Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
You push?
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes. You get it, don't you?
Keep pushing? Or... keep pushing?
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. As she strikes you again, you hear the whine of straining metal, and then a snap. It would appear that she's loose.
We're fine.
But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it.
It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet.
Pick up the blade and attack her again.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow.
Wait, does that mean we're...
Dead. Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and... it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Get up.
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No! Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over.
Well, I guess I had it wrong.
You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything?
I never said I knew everything.
Attack her again.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
Blade.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
Doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
Princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so... tired.
Not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever.
Is that a...
Stand for you, not
What
for
is
me.
that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I...
Screw that! This can't be the end. It just can't!
Approach. Gaze. You're withered. Approach. Think of this vessel.
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce part. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Alright, ready to go
I
back?
will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path.
Damn if I want to do another one. No, we'll do it next time. We'll do it next time. We'll dedicate this video to Adversary. But we are getting closer to the end. So, thank you for watching. Next part, we will go at it one more time. Actually, 2 more times probably, but one more time. Thanks for watching. Enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. Also work really helps to keep being content like this and more. I'll link to that in the description below, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching. Thank you, Stride PR for the code. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!